Hey guys, what's up? Today I've got a sponsored video for you about DarcMatter coin. So maybe you've heard of DarcMatter. I'd never heard of DarcMatter before, but DarcMatter is a fintech company involved with alternative investments. So, like hedge funds, for example, things other than your typical stocks and bonds and the like. So they want to create transparency in financial services via blockchain. Now, something that's really interesting is that DarcMatter, the company, has existed for a few years now. I think 3 years. Let's see here. They have a little roadmap on here. Let's take a quick look. So some companies are brand new, right? A lot of these ICOs are brand new or they haven't been around too long. But DarcMatter headquarters was founded in New York, New York in 2014, and they have a core management team of about 3 people: their CEO, a CTO, and a COO. And so they have been around this during this amount of time, and over the past 3 plus 4 years, they have they have got over 20 people on their team and are now moving towards blockchain. So you can see here they have been growing. Let's just start scroll back up to the top here. They have been growing to 1,400 partners, 150 fund managers across 4 offices, and involved with DarcMatter investors in 24 different countries. So they've been all over the place, and investors include big names that you've heard of, like JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Merrill Lynch, Deutsche Bank, and then all these other companies, some of which you've heard of, some of which I've never heard of. So they have a quite a big group of investors. They're very solid. So the thing that I most like so far about DarcMatter Coin is that they are an existing company. They have a track record, and they are now applying blockchain to their existing company. And so I think that's going to make them really solid moving forward. So what does this mean right here? That means their public pre-sale is now live. They did the private pre-sale, which ended back on March 21st, and they're currently in the midst of their public pre-sale with a $20 million cap, but they're about halfway through. And the public pre-sale is open for another 2.5 weeks. So if you're interested, I'm going to show you at the end how you can get into DMC or DarcMatter coin here shortly. So let's just review it really quick. They're developing a blockchain-based distributed ledger to remove opacity and inefficiencies in the global alternative investment industry. Basically, that just means the alternative investment industry has been plagued by paperwork, basically, just mountains and mountains of paperwork for pretty much forever. And so they want to bring transparency to that. It's a utility token that will be used by fund managers and investors to create smart contracts for the investment completion process. And will also, now this is the thing because we're talking about fintech, they have to have access to due diligence reports, know your customer or know your client, and anti-money laundering details and reports. So this is the kind of thing that, when we talk about some cryptocurrencies that are used for shopping, fun things like that, stuff you can buy online or even buy, tangible items. You don't have to worry quite so much. But when we're talking about the fintech industry, they have a lot, especially dealing with anti-money laundering. So they have a lot of work that they have to do to make their blockchain transparent enough to work with cryptocurrency. So DMC will be used for a permissioned blockchain. DMC is their token, DarcMatter coin, will be used for a permissioned blockchain and will run on the NEM blockchain. So rather than, say, running on Ethereum as an ERC20 token or something like that, they will run natively on the NEM blockchain, which they talk about a little bit in their white paper. So we'll look at their white paper in a minute. So they talk about addressing key problems in the alternative investment industry, mainly transparency, offline transactions, and industry trends and data will be available for better matchmaking and transparent interactions, security, and efficiency. I like what they say here about no more conflicts of interest and involvement of various unclear intermediaries by direct connections between fund managers and the investor community. So what does that mean for you? If you are not actually involved in hedge fund trading, and other alternative investments, then why would you want to be involved with DarcMatter coin? Well, you'd want to be involved with DarcMatter coin because they have these different connections and they have this history of having been around for a few years, and they're a global company, which means as they apply blockchain to that, then their coin will most likely increase in value. Yeah, does that make sense? So the other thing that's a big deal worth pointing out, actually, I found another article that shows this here on PR Newswire. Their secret to success is they have an exceptional team. They have a really good team, very well qualified. This article came out yesterday, and they're talking about Song Lee, who is their CEO and one of the co-founders. Former investment banker with BNP Paribas and West LB, has executed $10 billion plus in private placement transactions. He's also the winner of leading entrepreneurship awards as Under 30 CEO, 30 Under 30, Good 100, and contributes to Forbes, HuffPost, and The Street. Not bad. The company's other co-founder is Natasha Bangskopal, and she has significant professional experience in strategy and insights from Fortune 50 corporations, significant marketing experience. And so let's see here. Responsible for the team's awards, participation, and recognition as a global award-winning fintech platform. I want to look at their awards and in the white paper in just a second. And their CTO is Stan Solodky. I'm not sure if I said his last name wrong. Sorry. He has been in development for 14 years and has had senior lead roles in companies such as Estee Lauder and Advisory World Financial Technology. So he has all sorts of experience. Their leadership team has a lot. Oh, yeah. And he got his master's degree in computer science at the age of 20. Not bad, considering many of these people at the age of 20 were just in their parents' basement playing Xbox. So then they talk about their advisory team. There are several of them, but one in particular that I really want to point out is Mark Gong here, founder of OKX and founder of Ventures Lab. So OKX is one of the world's largest and pioneering cryptocurrency exchanges. So as an advisor, he's going to be a very strong advisor, right? And he's worked with Tim Draper to create Ventures Lab in China, which is the first internet business incubator, which is pretty cool. Then they have this guy who's the CEO at China Merchants Kunlun Capital, China-focused PE fund with assets under management of 7.5 billion renminbi, which is about $1.16 billion, if you're wondering about the exchange rate there. So DarcMatter has talked about using the NEM official blockchain to build upon and significantly expand DarcMatter's platform features. And so NEM was chosen because they have strong technology and capabilities for financial transactions, coupled with the dedication by the leadership and